Hello everyone. Let's talk about Exodus chapter 21 today. This is a fascinating ancient legal code straight from the biblical times. Picture yourself in the desert with Moses leading the Israelites on the journey from Egypt. They have just received the Ten Commandments and now they need some guidelines on how to live together in their newfound freedom. That's where Exodus 21 comes into picture. In this chapter, God lays down some rules, a bit like divine instruction manual. The chapter is divided into three main parts, each dealing with different aspect of the daily life. First one is about servants and slaves. Exodus 21 starts by addressing the matter of servitude. It might sound harsh, but in the ancient world, slavery was a common practice. God, however, wasn't thrilled about it either. He put some regulations in place to make sure the Israelites treated their slaves fairly. If you had a Hebrew servant, you could only keep them for 6 years. After that, they had to be set free unless they chose to stay. It was a bit like a contract with an expiration date. Next thing is about personal injury and fight. Now let's say a heated argument turned into a fist fight. Exodus 21 has a solution for that. It introduced a principle known as an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. This meant that if you knocked out your neighbor's tooth, you wouldn't lose all your teeth in return. It was about proportionality in punishment, ensuring that justice was served without excessive revenge. Next one is about property and livestock. The final part of Exodus 21 deals with property damage and the importance of personal responsibility. If, for example, your ox wandered off and caused damage to your neighbor's field, you have to make it right by paying for the loss. It was all about being accountable for your possessions and actions. So, while Exodus 21 may seem like an unusual set of rules today, it was a significant step towards creating a more just and fair society in ancient times. It aimed to protect the vulnerable, ensure fairness in disputes, and encourage personal responsibility. It was like the blueprint for an ethical and harmonious community, shaped by divine wisdom during a historic journey through the wilderness. We have seen various kinds of things that Israelites has faced while they were in Egypt. Now they were accustomed to that way of living. We are not sure how they treated their fellow beings and how good they were being treated themselves. But now when they found their own freedom, now they have to create their own neighborhood with some values. Now they looked up to God for the guidelines to follow in order to be able to honor the Ten Commandments. So now God has given these three main rules in terms of social behavior. So what we are seeing today here is not something that we can implement today, but these were some principles way back in time were used to create some moral values in the society. Thank you for listening. May God bless you all in abundance.